Anyway, I'm unmuted officially. You name and numbering. Numbering is Justin and Doug. They have the authority. We don't need select board approval for that. It's a new address. If it was an existing address like 2 Brentwood Road and we tried to change it to 10 Brentwood Road, then that would need select approval.
Uh-huh.
So we can just go ahead and do the names and you folks can take care of the numbering. But Acorn was proposed.
So Acorn is given, and the address is 1 and 5 Acorn Way.
Okay. And sorry, so I wanted did the board already vote? Has this gone to the board for approval yet, or has to go to the board for the road name? The road name needs to be approved by the town.
Correct.
So
correct. The road name will go to the select board next Monday night, assuming.
Okay.
Make a motion to name the private drive accessing 2 new lots at 50 Hampton Road as Acorn. Did I hear anything? Did they have a preference on what the suffix was?
The way. I think it's Acorn. Is it Acorn Way? Okay.
Acorn Way.
Okay. That's good. I'll make a motion to name the subdivision currently known as 50 Hampton Road, and rename that a private way to Acorn Way, and we number accordingly based on the town ordinance, chapter 14.
Perfect. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Justin made the motion. Doug seconded. We have to do roll call since it's a virtual meeting. So
can I ask a question? Does the select board vote? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they do. They do. Just on,
yes.
It's going to be anything that changes to existing addresses, new road names, or changing a road name, the board has to approve. And then obviously I have voluntary change requests that usually, I don't think you guys do it during your regular public session. I think it's just something you guys agree on beforehand. And that if those come back to me without any contention, but we've had lots of like Park Street, I'm sure you remember that was,
I do.
So, yeah, so that makes it a little more challenging. If you have people that don't want to, then the public hearing has to take place. So,
okay, so yes, so I vote during this meeting. Got it.
I think you're talking about this meeting.
Oh, this meeting.
I think she was talking about this meeting.
Gotcha.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, past practice, Ann always did, and
Don did.
John before that.
Okay.
Then you vote again at the select board meeting.
Right.
All right. Mike Monk will not be with us. They have a SWAT call out, so I don't even know where he is. So he's someplace else.
Okay, so Dave.
I'll call the roll.
Okay.
Doug Eastman.
Yes.
Justin Pizon.
Here.
Molly Cowan.
Yes.
And myself, Dave Sharples. I will vote yes. So Mike Monk isn't here, so it's 4-0. It passes. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll go back to what? Someone? Okay.
No, I just said good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. We'll go to Brentwood Road, Spruce Street subdivision. As you know, most of you know, recently there was a subdivision in front of the planning board, the old Ellison property that is bordered by Washington, Spruce, and Brentwood Road, kind of in the middle of some houses. And there was 2 driveways coming in, one off of Spruce Street, one off of Brentwood Road. One will access, the one from Spruce Street will access 3 structures, and the one from Brentwood Road will access 2 structures. Seeing that there was no available numbering on either Brentwood Road or Spruce Street to provide Spruce Street numbers, and the nature of it that the roads go back and these houses are behind, we thought the best way to do it was to rename both the private driveways. We did send out, Doug reached out to the developer. He got them to submit several names. They submitted, for the 5 roads, they submitted Burr, Thistle, Thorn, Meadowlark, Sparrow, and Blackberry. And they didn't care about the suffix, whether it was road, lane, way. So that was it. I looked at Kensington and Brentwood. I actually sent out an email. I haven't heard back yet, but I sent out an email asking them, because we asked for their street names. Now it's been, almost 2 years now since we updated them. So I reached out again to them to give us a new list. Have there any been road names added since then? Because maybe Molly, you're new. We share the same zip code. And,
No, I know.
Okay, yeah, you might have been through one of those, already. Windsor Lane type. Anyway, none of those names are listed on Kensington or Brentwood, but I looked at them, and Burr is a maybe. I didn't see anything conflicting with that. Thistle is a yes. That's definitely can use that. That was one of our proposed potential street names that we already I vetted a list and to give to people, and that's on the list. Thorn, we have a Thornton, so I didn't think that would be appropriate, so I kind of discounted that. Meadowlark, we have a Meadow Lane, we have a Meadow Wood,
Meadow Wood,
yeah.
Got a lot of meadows.
Sparrow, we have a Morrow. I don't know how close that is. I don't think it's close. I put that as a maybe. And then Blackberry, I think is a no. We have plenty of berries. And we just did a winterberry, and the state, I think, talked about that to avoid those.
We have a red berry. We have a black. We have Black Ford Drive.
Bayberry. We have bayberries out there. Is bayberry one of them?
Yeah.
Plenty of berries.
Yeah. So what I thought it boiled down to was picking two out of Burr, Thistle, or Sparrow if we were comfortable with two of those. I'm certainly comfortable with Thistle. That's
Okay, so let's do Thistle. But which road is that going to be off, Dave? Brentwood or Spruce?
I don't think it matters, but I'll say Spruce.
Okay, that sounds good.
Well, Spur and Burr and Thistle are sort of in the same family, but then are we naming a street after Aaron Burr, and is somebody going to complain about that?
Oh, I don't know. Who's Aaron Burr?
He killed Alexander Hamilton. Come on, Dave.
I'm sorry. I should know this now that I'm working with my 9th grader.
But also, Burr and Thistle are in the same category of like stuff found in nature, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I'm overthinking.
No, I don't think so. I think I like Sparrow and Burr. I have no problem with it. I don't think Morrow and Sparrow is close enough to be a concern for us.
I like Sparrow and Thistle.
Let's do it. I agree.
Sparrow and Thistle. Okay. All right, look at that. Okay, then. I'm fine with Sparrow.
The developer does not care. They just want a name and a number for their. They just want to get this through because it's holding up. So Sparrow and Thistle, good names.
How about Sparrow Lane and Thistle Way? Because they're
love it.
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's
they're short little roads. You know, that's appropriate for lane or way. So Thistle Way.
Yeah, and Brentwood Road. So Brentwood Road would be Burr. I'm sorry, Sparrow.
The road off of
Sparrow Way.
The road off of Brentwood Road would be Sparrow Lane.
Okay.
Accessing two houses, which would be numbered in accordance with the ordinance. And the driveway servicing the 3 lots off of Spruce would be Thistle Way.
Sounds good. Is everybody happy?
I'm happy.
Fine by me. Do you want me to make another motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right, go ahead.
So you want to just so moved what I just said, or?
Yep.
Okay. It's been moved. Do I have a second?
A second.
Second.
There you go.
All right. Justin seconded. We can't give. Yeah, Doug, you can't do both, right?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I
Justin
get it.
the second. Okay, so Thistle. We're gonna name the roadway off of Spruce, Thistle Way, and the roadway off of Brentwood Road, Sparrow Lane. You got?
I love it.
Does Barb have that for the minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay. So doing a roll call, Doug Eastman.
Yes. Yes.
Justin Pizon,
Here.
Molly Cowan,
Yes.
and myself, Dave Sharples, will vote for yes. And just
yes,
to clarify,
sorry.
Justin, here,
Yes.
right?
Sorry,
Okay.
I was like, that's my fault. I was looking through my other notes for 50 Hampton Road, and I'm like, it's like you're taking attendance again. I feel like I'm in school.
Yeah, you did that on the last one, but we'll say here is yay on this.
Gotcha.
This,
Thank you.
Call. Okay. Well, that was easy. Is there any other business to come before the committee?
Dave, I just have one question. I have the plan in front of me, the subdivision plan sitting here in front of me, and I kind of made the numbers for Sparrow Way, Sparrow
Lane.
Yep. So I did the measurements. So I don't know if you want to do that or have you guys check it first. But I came up with 3 and 7. And Thistle, I came up with a 5 on the right hand side. The first lot will be 5. 4 and 8 on the right hand side. I'm sorry, left hand side. So do you want to hold off on that until you guys get a chance, or Dave, you get a chance to look at it?
I mean, if you measured it out and you feel comfortable with those, I mean, there's plenty of numbers in between there.
I did that too. I wanted to make sure there were numbers in.
Yeah, there
So
would.
I would prefer you look at it as well, Dave.
Yeah, I can. Sure, I'll do that today.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
So I think pretty much I don't have an agenda in front of me. Yes, I do now.
That was it.
Barb is the best, you know?
That's it.
Yeah, I think kind of just on because I haven't seen the agenda either. I'm just curious. So I know
No.
okay.
I think we hold off on that one, Justin.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I have Bert is Ben Burt is relentless, like reaching out to me about the whole. Yeah, and I ended up, we had a tree come down on a mobile home, and I ended up meeting Justin Scammon and went over and I actually had a quick conversation with him last week, which was pretty good. So I got to meet him in person. So, and he was all about getting that road name changed to whatever we wanted. It didn't matter to him. So, and I did go back and look through the notes, and that Stratford Lane was one of the ones we had tentatively agreed upon several months ago. I still think it's a great name.
Scarlet. Was it Scarlet?
No, Stratford.
Stratford?
Stratford was one of them.
Okay.
It was one of the ones. It doesn't matter to me, but I think we had a couple out there that we already had proposed. So I'd like to at least, even if Linden Streaks, I know we talked about we're going to renumber all the way from the cemetery outbound.
Yeah.
If we could at least get Dow Street and Robin Hood Extension squared away, I would like to get that done. It's been hanging out there for so long. Squared away out there.
Yeah.
I know they're having a ton of trouble because that Dow Lane, obviously Dow Lane and Dow Street is very easy to confuse, and they're both in 03833. And they're constantly getting wrong packages both ways. They're getting stuff sent to Exeter, it's supposed to be in Kensington, and Kensington stuff that's showing up in Exeter. So if we can at least take a look at that.
So Justin, can we get some assistance? Mr. Scammon out there, who seems to be in charge, but we don't have any luck contacting him
Okay.
with placement of change, and the people out there could do it.
The only downfall, yeah, I can get a hold of Justin, because you're right. There was a lot of fuzzy lot lines out there, and I think they took like one lot and now they made it into two separate lots, and that was part of our looking at the aerial view. I think we looked at it a couple meetings ago. It wasn't super straightforward on where the lots were, and I noticed when I was out there the other day, they're dropping new mobile homes and they're doing quite a bit of site work out there right now. The only downfall is that we're dealing with two different parks. You know what I mean? It's going to be the Exeter River Landing, or I think that's what they call the Sherwood Forest neighborhood now, and the Dow Lane or Dow Street Association.
And then you have the private residences that on the right-hand side, those people own their own lots. I want to say there's 3 separate lots already over those at all.
Oh, okay.
So
and that's why I think we've kind of like, we haven't been like straight ahead on this. I think there's a lot that's convoluted out there for some reason. So I don't know, Doug, maybe it's worth you and I offline having a conversation and going out together and taking a look at it. I don't know what else to do with it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the appropriate way for you and I to go out there, put on our mask, or meet out there and draw up a map of what's there and who owns what, and then so we feel comfortable we have a name.
Okay, yeah, I feel comfortable with a name. All right, I'll send you an email when we're done today.
We need to deal with the numbers, and you and I can do that offline and come back the next time we have a meeting, and we'll have something for everybody to vote on.
Yeah, that's a good.
All right,
sounds good. Perfect. I'll send you an email when we're done.
Just let me chime in on the numbers, because when we went through this before, when we were talking to there was a lady that lived there.
Calamaro.
Yeah. I did a numbering map. I have one.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It was all done. It had plenty of, there was a lot with 1 or 2 mobile homes on it, and there was talk about putting 4 there.
There are 4 now, yeah.
Yeah, I had that, and I had 4 numbers available. Okay. There were plenty of numbers. Barb might have it in the file. I have it in my file. I have a map with all the written numbers on it. What they would.
Good.
So, I think we are. I'll recirculate that.
Thank you, Dave.
All right.
Just to make sure that's still okay. But I went through that exercise.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's a big help. So that'll expedite the whole process, and I don't think we're going to get a kickback from anybody out there. So
okay, yeah, and actually, I have it. We did it in June of last year. So I think it's probably this. I think it's the same one. I'm looking at it right now. I do see like there's one mobile home with got 8, 10, 12, and 14 all referenced on it. So mine's black and white. If you have a color copy, you can send it. It'll probably be easier to read. But all right, that gives us some direction at least.
Okay.
All right.
And also, why don't we do this moving forward? I mean, we can, the Zoom meetings are pretty easy. We just need 24 hours notice. If this is something, Justin, can you commit to like just putting an email out in the next day or so about what the priorities that we need to get done that you're hearing, folks?
Absolutely, I will. Yep.
And then we'll make an agenda and make a meeting within maybe next week or the week after. Is everyone up for that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
sounds good, Dave.
Yep,
Molly, can you be available either next Tuesday? We'll go back to our Tuesday schedule. I think Tuesday. When do we usually have them? 9. We usually have.
Yeah, we do.
I made 10 Monday because it's a Monday, just to give us a little time to research stuff that we might not have gotten to on. If it was a Tuesday, I can get to it and research it on Monday. But just gave me some time to research all the names this morning and be prepared for the meeting. So, how about
Tuesday at 9 is fine with me.
Next Tuesday,
the 28th.
Yeah, is everyone on board with that?
Let me take a quick look. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay, let's,
Barb and I are good.
if you can get that email out, Justin, in the
I
next
will.
two, and then Barb can do a notice and get us noticed, and
Okay.
he's on the line too. He's hearing us too, so he's made aware. We'll make him aware anyway. Same participants, and we'll have a meeting next Tuesday at 9.
Perfect.
So,
Sounds good. Thank you all.
all right,
Thanks,
anything else?
everybody.
No, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
So
Second.
moved.